Hey guys. Oh, work was fun. Have I told you what the acronym FUN means? Effed up nonsense. And where I work is all of the effed up nonsense. Actually, it's not so bad. I need to stop complaining. Oh my god. Today was really fun in that I've been arguing with some people about some parts not being bad, and today they brought us some assemblies that were like leaking, and they're like, then explain to us what's going on with this. And we were all excited because I was going to prove that it wasn't my parts. And we put it under the microscope and went, oh shit. I was wrong. I don't like being wrong. It really irritates me. And as I sat there, I went, it's right there. Look at that. Like, I'm going to have to eat crow. Now, the good part about being me and in my role is I can say, oh, I was wrong. Oops. And people don't get upset with me. It's really weird. I guess the fact that I can sit there and go, oh, yep, that was me. They just go, ooh, we're not blaming you. I really wasn't thinking you were, because I had no ability to control that. And, I usually get my way, or at least not yelled at. So we sat down, my boss, we're looking at parts, and I'm like, oh, crap. And I look out the window, and there's my boss sitting with one of my coworkers, and I get my coworker's attention, and he's like, hey, I think I'll watch you. And I'm like, my boss is like, so as it turns out, I didn't really have to eat much crow. We went through the parts, figured out what was going on, and said, yeah, this is universal. This whole lot is bad. We had to throw out thousands of dollars worth of parts. We knew there was an issue back in January. We'd resolved it, but these parts had been hidden somewhere in the system because that's how the world works. And therefore, they just showed up and we got to figure out what to do with them. So that was not a lot of fun. At the end of the day, though, we produced new parts. They worked. They have no cracks. I'm excited. While all of this is going on, I'm in a meeting. I get to go to another meeting where we're going to discuss this, but I didn't actually get to stay through it because my boss is like, you don't get to stay. But I'm watching the interaction that people are having with me, and I'm just a bystander at this point. Sitting in the back of the room, my site general manager keeps looking over at me with this look like, oh my God, I'm going to kill these people. Why is everybody so stupid? And I just have my normal look, like, for some reason, apparently, I have this calming effect. I have a calming effect on people. And when they get really they just kind of look at me. And I just look back. And somehow that brings them to a level playing field. So they're not going to kill people. He still said some things that I'm like, wow, this guy is pissed. But it was probably not as bad as it would have been. But it's interesting and then my plant manager did the same thing. He just looked at me just to focus. And I really find that weird / interesting, because it's they're just trying to draw off of this calmness that I exude, which explains why I'm single. Looking for somebody that likes calmness. There are people that do. There's a lot of people that do. It's just difficult to meet them because generally they're trying to maintain their calm away from people. And I happen to be somebody that can stand in the middle of a very large crowd and just have this aura of calm, peace. I get told this a lot. And I've been up against one of my people, another fellow INFJ, and it is breathtaking to just be in the presence of somebody who just owns their world, and you just feel like, oh, everything is good. I don't have to worry. There's nothing going to happen. Everything is, and it's really neat. So here I am in a meeting, just being me, standing there with these major players at my plant staring at me to keep their calm so they didn't yell at people, even though they did yell at people. But I just sat there like, oh shit, we're going to get our asses handed to us. We probably deserve it, because we do. But it was like, wow, they're not directing this at me. I keep thinking it's going to be directed at me. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm just used to being the one that everybody says, here's my problems, take care of it. And then I get to figure out how to take care of the problems for them. And while it's interesting to be that person that other people depend on, it's annoying as hell when you're sitting there going, but I have this mountain of problems of my own. And everybody's like, you're fine. Look at you. You're not worried. You're not upset. I'm like, who are you talking to? I'm always worried. I'm always upset. My world is like this far from collapsing on a daily. And yet, I stand up in front of everybody, exude peace and calm, take care of things for others, and don't ask for any help at all. Yeah. And then I wonder why it is that everybody kind of ignores me. And I can stand in a room and be surrounded by people, and either nobody's talking to me or everybody's just paying attention to each other. And I just get to stand there. And it's irksome. Until somebody needs something. And then all of a sudden, I'm present. Hey, AJ, help me with this. Oh, okay. What do you need? I'm having this issue. Oh, that's easy. This is what you need to do. But how do I get started? Here you go. And that's me, in a nutshell. So today wasn't so bad. I didn't have to eat crow. I was wrong. Well, I was incorrect. I was wrong. And we came up with what exactly had happened, implemented a corrective action that really worked, and we'll be just fine next week. A little poorer because we had throwaway parts, but we were going to have to throw them away anyway. It wasn't like I made a decision that was nonsensical. We couldn't see it. We had to go under a microscope to find it. And I'm expecting people to sort with their eyes. Not going to work. So anyway, not sure if this was, one of my good ones, but I've learned that most people are not watching these to learn something brilliant. They just want to hear me. And that is weird, because I don't think what I have to say is all that entertaining. But apparently, according to people that talk to me today and every other day, just me talking is good enough. So, I love you guys. I love you, dude. I have to talk at some point in the near future about just how guys are treating me right now. It's not bad. It's not good, though. Anyway, we'll talk later.